Hello there, folks. Welcome back. We are now ready with the next run, which is going to be League of Legends with Mr. Tiger. Please take it away.
Yeah. Hello. Yes, it's League of Legends. Many people might have the one question in their mind: why League of Legends? Well, my question is, why not? And the answer to the question why would be, I'm commentating a rather lot of speedrun events, and I see the question, can you speedrun game XY, a lot in the chat. They are just asking, can you speedrun that game? Can you speedrun that game? And my answer to that question is, you can speedrun any game. And often I get the answer, well, but you can speedrun FIFA or you can speedrun LOL, right? Well, actually, you can't. So I'm now going to do a small showcase about what kind of speedruns you can do in League of Legends. And yeah, I will do 2 runs actually. And yeah, so the first run will be the all towers category, which means I will play a game of League of Legends, a normal game on Summoner's Rift. It's up to me if I want to, well, I have to be alone on my team. It's up to me if I want to add bots or not. And I have to destroy all towers in the game, all of the enemy towers. And I have to be the one who destroys the towers. So let's see how we can do that. And I will just get the start and let's go into the champion pick. First of all, I will do my runes. I have to adjust them. Fleet Footwork is a rune that gives me a little bit of healing and a little bit of extra damage and a little bit of movement speed from time to time. It's one of the few runes that actually does not only work against champions. As you saw, I don't have any enemy champions in the enemy team. So the Fleet Footwork is one of the few runes that actually are useful. In this row, actually no rune is useful. Here we take the attack speed, and here we take the last stand. None of them is useful as well, because they all only work against champions. We need the attack speed, and we need... what do we need here? Yeah, we need Demolish. That's a rune specifically against towers. We want to destroy the towers, obviously, so that's one of our main goals, and I guess that's it. Yeah. And for the summoner spells, I guess any decent League of Legends player would puke if they saw these summoner spells. And we actually will play Dr. Mundo. If you think about it, maybe some other champions would come in your mind if you say we have to destroy all towers. Maybe you would think about Ziggs, maybe you would think about Tristana. They are the champions that are rather good in destroying turrets. But we will play Dr. Mundo because he's a very, very, very strong early game champ. And he's actually really broken when it comes to taking down turrets if you play the right build. Well, actually, that build is not very useful in competitive League of Legends. So I guess we will never see that kind of build in a decent game, in a decent competitive game. But for the speedrun, it works out pretty fine. So yeah, if you happen to have any questions in the chat, just throw them in. Yeah, we will start with a dagger and 4 health potions. And yeah. Wow, Leora, wow. So, why are we playing Dr. Mundo? Well, Dr. Mundo has one really nice spell. Well, actually, there are more reasons. The main reason is his E spell, which gives me a ton of additional damage based on how much hit points I'm missing. Oh, by the way, the run is already on. I haven't said that. I'm sorry. But yeah, the time has started. It's good. And yeah, I get a ton of attack damage based on how much health I'm missing. So yeah, I basically take the additional damage from the E spell and use that together with a ton of attack speed over my items. And that's what will help me to get the turrets down quite fast. So let me just take one intentional hit from the turret. And we will actually take out this minion wave here. And we will do that because this way the wave from us, our own wave, pushes into the turret faster. And we can therefore get the first turret plating, which is a good amount of gold, right away. And we will have the first chunk of the tower in the first wave, and that's a really good start. I actually have to get out there. Yeah. That's one of the safety pots. So for the second spell, we use the W from Mundo. That's an AoE spell, and that's really helpful for pushing the minion waves. And that's the second reason why Mundo is so strong, because not only he can bring down the turrets quite fast, he's also really good against the minions and really good in pushing minion waves. And that's the reason why we take Mundo, because, well, there's barely a champion that can push that hard if he wants to. In competitive League of Legends, you wouldn't see that much because most of the enemies just know how to deny the push with the W. So yeah. Oh yeah, that's this wave. I'm always missing that from the timing. The next wave is always pushing in while I'm still under the turret. So I don't have to leave the turret range here. I always miss that. I could have done a little bit more damage during that wave, but in the next wave the turret will actually fall. So that's good. We still have one potion left. That should be decent. Yeah. Here you see the small diamonds on the bottom side. They were the Demolish rune. It has some cooldown to it, but sometimes I get a little bit of extra damage against turrets, and it's indicated by these small diamonds on the bottom. We will always use Smite on the cannon minions. Smite is a summoner spell that gives me a ton of damage against minions or jungle monsters. Normally you only see Smite on the jungler, who does not farm his experience on the lane, but in the jungle, to give his teammates more experience on the lane, and to create opportunities to make safe fights. Normally you don't see Smite on a laner. In this particular run it's better to use the cannon minions, which are quite tanky, and use the Smite on the cannon minions. So now that the wave is pushing in, I'll just take a quick reset. I could have ported back, but that way I'm similarly fast. I'm getting the Berserker's Greaves, I'm getting a Noon Quiver, and I'm getting 2 more daggers. That's fine. And we can now get in here and push this wave out. Yeah, that's fine. That's fine. So one thing that I'm not mentioning right now, there is something a little bit funny going on with the waves in League of Legends. If you happen to have a wave that is, well, the waves are a bit random, and sometimes the one wave can deal more damage than another wave. So on paper, if you see a red wave and a blue wave clash on each other in the middle of the map, they should be equally strong, but due to RNG they are not equally strong, because sometimes a caster minion will get one more shot out or something like that, and you can see that some waves are already clashing in here. And the longer the distance between two turrets is, the bigger these clashing waves can get. And right there on the bot lane, the bot lane will always push into the red turret on the side of the map, and it will slowly take out the turret from time to time. So I'm a little bit on a timer, but it's that slowly that it doesn't matter on a speedrun really. It will matter as soon as I take out this turret here on the top side, because when I take out this turret, the minions will push into this building, the inhibitor, and after that's falling, I will get super minions on the top lane, and they are quite a lot stronger than the other minions. So what I'm doing now is I'm getting back to the bot side, and I'm pushing that one in, so that we get a pushing wave to the inhibitor on top and on bottom. And actually, this wave is so huge, it will actually take out the inhibitor quite fast. So I'm a little bit on a hurry right now, because I need to get it back to the mid lane and push the mid lane in. Actually, I shouldn't walk through the turret. I've heard that is a little bit unhealthy to do. Could be that I'm imagining things, but I don't know. So yeah, let's get this done, and you can already see I'm quite a lot faster than I was before. Maybe you should use my W to get some damage on the minions while I'm attacking the turret. Yeah, and by the way, now the run would be invalid for the leaderboard. I wasn't the one doing the last hit. To have the run valid for the leaderboard, you have to do all the last hits yourself. That's a little bit unfortunate. Can't help it right now. I didn't really pay attention. I'm a little bit too focused on talking right now. Xonelis, yes, really. I actually I would be second place on the leaderboard. If that rule didn't exist. So that's a big wave clashing. I need to get the turret on this wave. Yeah, that one as well. Okay. But yeah, time is coming up, because time is when the turret falls, and we got time. It's a 10:34 in-game. Yeah, I'll just clean up the Nexus. So we already have that. But yeah.
While you're doing that, do we have time for a donation?
Of course. Go ahead.
Okay, thank you very much. Thank you. We have received $14 from Pikasroth, who was your previous host. The Skyward Sword run was 14 minutes over estimate, so here are my $14. Giving them $14 towards the Seamus skin choice for Skylar Unplugs. Well, thank you very much, Pikasroth. Remember, all your generous donations go towards Save the Children. Fantastic cause. We're doing this event to benefit them. So please, if you can, donate. We've got $434. Let's see if we can get close to that 500. Thank you very much indeed.
Yes, thank you. So yeah, that was the first run. It wasn't that bad. It could have been better, actually. But yeah, that's one way to speedrun League of Legends. You might think, well, it's not that exciting. Well, yeah, League of Legends is I would say it's a much shorter game than other games, and it is focused on competitive gameplay. But there are a ton of small strategies that I was using in the run, like manipulating the waves. You've seen the damage that the minion waves dealt to the last two turrets. That was completely wave management. I just built up the waves in a way that the waves pushed in on the turrets, dealt a ton of damage to the Nexus turrets, so that I didn't have to deal as much damage on the turrets. So that's some of the strats. There's a lot more going on that you can just explain, and there's a lot that you don't think about explaining when you run it yourself. But yeah. So yeah, let's get into another run. And the second run that I've prepared for today is the 1 versus 5. The rules for that one are quite simple. You are alone in your team. You play a match against 5 bots. You can choose which difficulty of bots you want. You can actually also choose to use the intermediate bots. They are a bit more difficult. And you can choose which bots you want. You can choose which champion the bot will pick here. And I will choose 5 specific bots for the enemy team here. I will choose, let's see, Zillion. I will choose Sivir. I will choose Soraka. Master Yi. And where is Nidalee? Let's search under N. There it is. So yeah, why these 5 bots? Well, they are all quite squishy, so they die rather fast. So it's easy for me to take them out. And yeah, the Soraka in the middle position is quite interesting, because whichever bot is on the middle position will go on the mid lane, and the mid lane will receive the most experience. And Soraka is one of the weakest champions when she got much solo experience. Well, at least with some of the weakest bots. Some champion. There were some times where solo lane Soraka was quite strong, also in competitive use. But for the bots, Soraka bot is one of the weakest champions if we put her on the mid lane. So we will abuse that a little bit. And my poor girl Soraka. Yeah, I'm sorry, Xonaris. Actually, I'm also Soraka is also the champ which I have the most mastery points on. So I'm originally also a support main, with a lot of games on Soraka. But yeah, now her role is a little bit different in the speedrun. Some greetings to the German restream. I know there is someone who did some preparations in order to commentate this run. Actually, I'm a little bit tired today, and I'm not able to pull off the strats that I normally would do for 1 versus 5. So, yeah, I'm sorry, but the 1 versus 5, yeah, the preparation for 1 versus 5 is a little bit outdated because I will use a different strategy for now. So let's hop into the game. Let's do runes and masteries again. I will need my flash again, and I will need teleport. And for the masteries, I will need Dark Harvest. Actually, I think it's actually better to go Comet here. And I will need Presence of Mind. And not that one, I will need Coup de Grace. So yeah, and also we will use the Ability Haste rune. And yeah, that's it. So, let's play. Normally, you would play Olaf here. Olaf is by far the fastest champ on 1 vs 5. All the top times are done with Olaf. However, it depends on you being quite good on low health. And normally I can do it, but as I said, I'm a little bit tired today, so let's go a little bit different today and let's play Ziggs. It's a little bit an outdated strat, and some people don't really do that anymore. The most people don't really do that anymore. Play 6 and 1 vs 5. I'm doing it for today because yeah. As I said, I'm a little bit tired. In the practice for this run today, I was dying far too often, and 6 is a quite easier approach. It's slower, but it's easier to pull off. And yeah, it's a little bit different from the Mundo strats. Olaf has a similar setup. By the way, again, the timer is starting as soon as the game starts. I don't know when it will be, as soon as loading is finished. So yeah, now I've mentioned it. And yeah, 6 is a little bit of a different approach because 6 is not dependent on how much health you are missing. Olaf is also stronger the more health you're missing. So you want to be on as low health as possible for the most part of the run. And yeah, it's quite risky to play it. And I think for a marathon setting, even if I'm tired, then even more, it's better to go a safer approach. So let's play a little bit of 6 with a Dark Seal, and let's go.
Welcome to Summoner's Rift.
Impatient? I'm not impatient.
30 seconds.
So the first thing I will do here... Haben uns so auf Olaf gefreut. So yeah, the message in the chat was just, we were looking forward to Olaf. I'm sorry. So the first thing I will do is try to pull these enemies out. The bots are a little bit on the dumb side, I would say, because if I pull them here, they will follow me around. And if I pull them here, they will do exactly this. Which is quite nice, because now I can do this. And actually I can't flash. That will be an execute. But the second one will hopefully be a kill. Not even. I have to do it like that. Really? Ah, okay. So, yeah. Normally that would be a reset, because you want to get the double kill here. That's a little bit on the lame side. As I said, I'm a little bit tired, so I can't pull stuff off as good today as I normally would do. So yeah, all of this will take a little bit longer. Mid didn't use the prio. Yeah. Yeah. All the memes again. It's bots, they are dumb. I know it, Matze. I know it. So yeah, also one thing you can always do with bots, you can walk into the bush and get them like this. Didn't get her. So I'm taking far too much time on the top side here. I normally the first thing I want to do is get 4 kills to get 1250 gold, and then head back, get a soul stealer, and port to bot side immediately. And I'm already out of mana. So what am I doing here? So yeah, let's do it a little bit differently today. Nidalee interrupting me. Well, that's lame. There will be a javelin. No. Okay. So what can we do? I need to go back, and I can't pull out the... Yeah. I guess we will need to do something. In Germany we call it Mitte runter E-Sport. Yeah. So normally I would get 3 to 4 kills on the top side, get a soul stealer, get to the bot side, get some farm there, and then we're good to go. This will probably be a run over 15 minutes of time. 15 minutes is a good mark normally for a 6 run. My last practice run with 6 was, I think, a 13:30. I won't be able to hit that range of times. I won't get near the time. Nope, not in range. That sucks. Normally the kills is what you want to get here, because the kills is what gives you most money, and I already have a Dark Seal down there, so you see the 2, the Dark Seal gives me 2 stacks for each kill that I'm doing. And of course I want to abuse the Dark Seal and also put it into a Soul Stealer, because 6 has the problem that he needs much AP in order to be effective in pushing. And AP, the best source of getting AP without investing too much gold is of course the Soul Stealer. Yeah, Soraka really doesn't like me today. Minions get farmed too, I guess. Yeah, but I'm a support main who transitioned into a jungle main. You think I'm good at last hitting? Come on. Actually, I can't really... I need to stay on the lane, because it's 100 gold that I'm missing for the Soul Stealer.
Don't worry, I got you.
That's actually one of the things that I really hate from bots. This complete just camping. Yeah, that should be enough. I could have sold the Sapphire Crystal actually for the Soul Stealer. But yeah, Cillian Yi bot lane, that's okay-ish. Idiot. It would be mean to say it's a classic replay. But depending on the elo, you can actually see some people do that.
What do you mean it doesn't look
But yeah, now the stacks from the Soul Stealer are ticking up. And I can get up to 25 stacks, and each stack gives me 5 ability power. So that's a really good method in gaining ability power. Yeah, that's the one really not nice part from Cillian. I've spotted that. Yeah, so now you see, I'm not really investing into any new items. So I'm getting stronger and stronger, even though I'm not investing in new items. And that's because of the Soul Stealer. So just a little bit more poke here. Yeah, nothing special here. Yi will be a bit annoying. Actually, when playing Ziggs, I normally should make sure that Yi is not playing on the bot side. But it's okay, I guess. So yeah, Ziggs has a really interesting mechanic, because his W doesn't only work as... Yeah, that's also some interesting stuff right there. The executing Soraka. Come on, give me that kill. Maybe a little bit greedy to flash for a bot, but yeah. Yeah, that's also one thing you never should do in a speedrun. But yeah. I actually didn't get the turret first blood. Well, that's interesting. Yeah, I got thrown off a little bit. But I don't do run restarts, so yeah. That's why I didn't do one today. So yeah, I got a little bit gold, and it should be fine right now to just push down the middle. It should be fine. Soraka isn't really a threat for me. So, yeah, I should be fine in just pushing down the middle.
Has been destroyed.
So yeah, a Nashor's Tooth is also an item that you normally don't see on 6. But the attack speed is just... It's just something else if you're playing against turrets mainly. So yeah, no one can do this. Because the W from 6 has the ability to detonate turrets. As long as the turrets are below 25% of the maximum health. Really? Yeah, really. Also, 6 has a passive skill that gives me additional damage for an auto attack once in a while, and I can reduce the cooldown of this ability by hitting enemies with spells. So I just spam out my spells. To get the extra damage on the auto attack. To get the objectives down faster. So that's another strat you can do with 6. Now we got Yi again. Hello. I don't like you. Not when I'm low health, thanks. Oh! I just have seen Zillion on the minimap. Whew. So one needlessly, and let me get some more AP. And now we have the inhib down on the middle on the mid lane. On the middle part. Yeah, nice. And with the inhib down we get the super minions, and with the super minions we get a lot more push. And we now should be able to get the Nexus turrets quite fast, so I would expect it's like a 17-ish run. Classic. Actually, it's faster than 17 minutes. And the time is a little bit difficult because we officially use the time that is displayed in the aftermatch screen. And it does count a few seconds more than when I last hit the Nexus. It does count a few seconds more, so I think time should be around... No.
GG?
Yeah, GG. So, yeah, we almost got it. It's a 1637, as you can see here. We got a 1639, so yeah.
That was brilliant. Thank you very much.
Yeah, So yeah, that's the second part. It's a little bit, as I said, it's the slower but safer route for doing the 1 versus 5, and I also messed that one up as well. It's still a 16 minutes. Well, actually, you have to consider I'm not a really good League of Legends player. So if you're a better player in League of Legends, of course you can get faster times, especially when you use the route with Olaf. I actually checked the world record holder in this category, and he's a Grandmaster player. So yeah, it's a little bit of a skill difference between us, I guess.
Okay, well, thank you very much then, Mr. Tiger. Anything else? Any last words very quickly?
Yeah, so if you're also interested in League of Legends speedrunning, just give it a try. It's nothing to be ashamed of, I guess. It's also really fun to do it from time to time. I guess it would be nothing that I would do, just grinding down runs for like 5 or 6 hours in a row. I wouldn't do that, but it's really nice to do a run from time to time. And yeah, it's really fun. And there are some really nice categories. Some of the categories, to be honest, are a little bit dumb, I would say. But yeah.
Fantastic. Thank you very much. Right. Okay.
And yeah, you can see that. Well, one more thing. You can see that you can speedrun every game as long as you can set a goal that you want to achieve in the game. And that's why I included the all turrets run, because the run there is not, the goal is not to beat the game, it's destroy all the turrets. As long as you can set a goal in a game, you can speedrun it. And yeah, that's also one of the messages I want to give out with this showcase. So yeah, hope you had fun.
Thank you so much. Yep, thank you so much again, Mr. Tiger. Absolutely amazing showcase. We're going to go to an intermission. We're going to be right back. Stay with us, folks. We'll be right back very shortly. Cheers.